The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views.
Oh, well, I didn't want that.
Its management or its clientele.
What are your plans for weekend?
Republican delegates from all over the country are going back to their home states with a smile on their faces. Brock Dawson has more.
Republicans say they're unified, the most unified they've been in 20 years. Heading out of the convention, Colorado delegate Randy Corporon says former President Donald Trump is full of surprises.
Every time he's come into the building, just exploded with energy and optimism.
And as Trump entered vice reform, Eric Scarmetta looked on.
I'm just so happy that he's here and he's healthy and he's going to be the next president of the United States.
The Republicans have even more wind in their sails. Some reports President Biden could potentially drop out of the race. In Milwaukee, I'm Ryan Dawson.
During his address at the RNC, Trump slammed President Biden over his policies, saying,
Good morning, Wondered Hippie.
The current administration, we are indeed a nation in decline.
Trump promised to bring down inflation and end what he called the illegal immigration crisis by closing the border. He also reiterated
What's up, Bali?
that the wars in Ukraine and Gaza would
I was just putting some things together. Sorry about that.
anxiety among Democrats about President Biden's campaign is growing by the day. Mark Mayfield explains.
The Washington Post reports former President Obama told his allies.
I guess we consider partying would be considered in that situation. Drinking and partying would be considered in that in that together. It's easier to say it that way. Just saying party.
More Americans than expected are seeking unemployment benefits. The Labor Department says it received 243,000 initial requests for the week ending July 13th. That's up from the previous week revised total of 223,000.
The views and opinions of this show
Had so much going on. I'd get things together. We're just coming on now. I'm sorry. You know what? You know what it is? It's that time again. Oh, what's up? How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Period number 1 of the 3 periods of nonstop play. We got a great guest coming up for you in the final period. But first, we're going to get into a few different things. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your host of the most, the one, the only Ryan Neal, and of course, oh, I'm the game, all right. I'm the game, and so are you. Welcome into it. It's the greatest thing going on since sliced bread. At least that's what I tell myself. 3 periods of nonstop play, 78,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast Shout Out Loud across the RyanORadio media page. Earth, Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, eh? And finally, the Jordan communication of family radio stations, including 99.1 FM, WQEE, the key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and a heck of a lot more. That's right. We welcome you, and you into it. It's a weekend ahead. It's a TGIF. And YouTube, your own. Like, subscribe, and share. To my haters, listen up. I got one thing to say to you. Go ahead. I am the man around here at 20 minutes past the hour. It is 73 degrees under cloudy skies in the metro Atlanta area. High in the 90s is supposed to be today. Rain is in the forecast and low in the 70s tonight. That's your time and temperature. Brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike of the Gru can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. We'll have listener take over in just a few moments at the beginning of the show. But I do want to say good morning to everybody. Coming up, it is a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be at. I want to say all of that to you. But coming up, we're going to talk about a few different things. We've got a great guest coming up for you in the final period. She's a health expert. She's a life coach. She's a therapist. She's going to be joined, and she's an artist. She'll be joining us in the final period. We'll be playing one of her songs, and we'll be talking with her. And maybe you guys can get some information, ask some questions in. That's coming up in the final period. We'll talk about this in minutes. Cherie Thompson is going to be with us this morning. Cherie Thomas is going to be with us this morning. Also, live in the studio. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about TGIF Friday. Get ready for the weekends. Maybe throw a little bold in the beautiful and go in and get restless. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with it this week. But we'll talk about that for you. We'll get you ready for a little wrestling. What is your preparations for the weekend? And so much more. What you going to do, brother? Hulk Hogan was live somewhere last night. We'll drop a few news stories in here. But before we say hello to all you guys, what are your plans for the weekend? What yard work? Basically, 9% of you. Partying or drinking, that could be on this list. 9% of you. Relaxing. That's what I'm hoping to do. 55% of you. And 27% of you, any other thing. There you go. So there you go. Good morning to Butters is well, if that's what you're going to do this weekend, go. Martin, good morning to you, brother. Romeo, good morning. Bali, he says, look. Drinking and partying ain't the same thing. I like to sit at home, drink. There you go. Thomas, good morning to you, TGIF. Toby, what's up, brother? I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad to see you back in the feed. Pineapple is from London, of course, saying good afternoon, and we're hoping you're having a great afternoon there too. Pete, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. You're in the Noonan area. He says good morning, Navajo Nation, everybody else, and to me as well. Let's go on up and see. The Wandering Hippie, what's up, brother? He says, I'm addicted to watching Hamilton Norris. Dude, he has to be the smartest guy in the world, and nobody knows who he is. Usually that's the ones that are, brother. Toothy, what's up, Z? Hope you're doing good this morning as well, or evening, wherever you may be at. What's up, Matt? You are a little late, but you're not that late. You said you're late this morning. No, you're late. You're late. Yeah, I was getting everything together. I had 100 million things down. So, well, I guess we got to get on the YouTube page there so that I could talk to my listeners. I'm like, my own air listeners are like, good, Ryan, you're not on the YouTube. Don't talk to them. Talk to us. They're a little bit more jealous. Yeah. And Sweetlake's like, yes, we are jealous. I had all your attention before the YouTube. Sue says, yes, we did. Bob says, yeah. Tim says, you almost forgot about me. No, I didn't, guys. You are not late. See, there you go. I did see that picture, of course. Thank you there, Romeo. Good morning, everybody. Glad to see Toby on with us this morning. He called us last week, letting know he was safe and sound after the hurricane came through there and everything. Wow. 24 minutes past the hour, still 72 degrees. Beautiful cloudy skies out there. We got a great guest. Sheree Thomas is coming in this morning. She'll be our guest in the final period. Also, we got a few more things left for you as it's a TGIF Football Friday, CFL football action for the weekend. I think I got the games of the week coming up for you there. I think I wrote them down. I'm not sure if I did. Probably didn't. No, I got what's going on in wrestling. So, yeah. Woo! I know you're excited about that, guys. Woo! Yeah, right. Well, I'm going to still give wrestling anyway. Good news. Been 2 days, no cigarettes. Shaking, but I'm okay. Good to hear, Toby. He was in the middle of the storm that came through in the Houston area. Martin says, Ryan, no, I wasn't having technical difficulties. I was just late. I had some things I had to get done to get on the air. You know, you have to put together what the show is going to be about and everything. I was in the middle of doing other things. And I looked up and I was like, oh, it's almost that time. I was like, good thing I got news and stuff on the air and all the other information I had. So, so it was kind of my fault. Good morning, 12. How you doing this morning? I appreciate you guys being with us. Toby said God's lettuce is still better for him. It's not as addictive. Well, I was going to ask that, but I thought I'd be nice. Laugh out loud. Oh, no, you don't have to be nice. You know, you if I'm late, it's because I'm doing something and wasn't paying attention. That's probably true. Wondering if he says cocaine is a great way to give up cigarettes. I don't think that's a good way. Other possible working. What's that mean, Pete? You're in the hospital, Romeo. Prayer for you. Easy Money's in the house. What's up, Easy? I know that's his last name, but I'm calling him Easy Money just for the heck of it. What's good, brother? How you doing? Definitely so. Pray for Romeo if he's in the hospital with a broken arm. You shouldn't be running around like that so much there. All right, I guess we got a couple of news stories I want to get to as we head into the headlines. I should say as we head into the first break. Let's take a look at this. Where's that news music? I want to hear it. Where's that news music? Chilling like a villain, says Easy. The question you asked. Oh, you're going to be working this weekend. Okay. When are you not working, Pete? All right. FCC proposes a 60-day cell phone unlock rule. We've got to talk about that a little bit more. I want to see more about that. Fandango co-founder J. Michael Clint died of an apparent suicide in New York. Education Department forgives $1.2 billion student loans. And on the final day of the Republicans' RNC, they prepared, of course, to have Donald Trump as their president nominee. And he spoke at the GOP yesterday, including Hulk Hogan and Kid Rock performed. So that's what happened in your headline news. All right, guys, we'll appreciate you being with us. That is some of the headlines you could read for yourself. You're like, read for myself? You mean you trust me to read for myself and make my own mind up, Ryan? You're not one of those media people that want to tell me how to do it? Sorry, I don't do that. For some reason, I think you're educated. Well, at least my audience is educated enough to read for themselves. I mean, I don't know about Tucker Carlson or Anderson Cooper's audiences, but I do know mine is. The FCC on Thursday proposed a rule requiring all mobile carriers to unlock customers' phones within 60 days of activation. The agency in the statement says that the proposal would establish a clear and a uniform set of rules for all service companies with goals of making it easier for customers to switch to another provider. That's what we should be doing all along and everything. There you go. I like it. I love it. As they would say, I want some more of it. So, yes, 60 days to get activation from one company to another. Thank you, our friends of the FCC. Of course, I'm all FCC guy because I'm on the radio. That's why we don't drop F-bombs. That's why I'm like, they're like, dadgummit, Ryan, you get to be on the internet. You don't want to drop F-bombs. No, man, they do so much good stuff for me. What's up, Daniel? Good morning to you. It is happy Friday to you, Daniel, in Missouri, I should say, Missouri. Good morning, brother. Let's see. He says, I broke my arm, but I can move my fingers. Should be a talk to text thing, too. All right. Pete's always going to be working. All right. What are your plans for the weekend? Yard work, partying, both are 11%, relaxing, 44%. The other 33% could be drinking, as Bali would say. He says, partying and drinking don't go together, even though most people do it. He said, nah, he says at home. But anyway, that's cool. That's the way to be responsible, brother. Also, Pete saying working, so that's his. Easy says, woo! Easy. Money. So that is it. 12. Boy, thank you for laughing, brother. You have to make sure. So it could be any other things this week and 30% of the votes. So there you go. Can you help me out with something? If it's clean, we can. If it's not clean, we don't do that here. It's the RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're inside. You're inside. You're inside the penitentiary. Now, I'm not promoting drinking and driving, brother. Don't worry. I always tell everybody, if you're going to party this weekend, party responsibly. Get a ride share or something, because I don't want to have to. I do want to have to talk about you, make fun of you on Monday. You got in trouble for what? That's right. So nope. All right, we're going to take a break. Back in a moment. Working, but not my regular job. Working somewhere. Good Lord, brother. I need $20 to eat too. Okay. Romeo can send you over some money. What's up, John? How you doing? We're getting ready to take a break, but people are popping in the feed. Tyler, good morning to you. John, Bali, drinking home. Enough speed stars flash already in the streets. That's what Bali says. Yeah, there you go. Drink responsibly, brother. I have got a chance to try to check him out. He's pretty unique, John. I like his take on some things. But, I mean, not him. Wait a minute. I'm thinking of somebody else. It's that Harrison guy that we were talking about earlier. You're talking about the Georgia. Yes. There you go. Sorry, I'm getting you guys confused. I just woke up. Now, I haven't got a chance to see Chris yet. The Harrison one I did. What's your PayPal, Rico? Oh, he's going to send you some. Make sure you send me mine, Romeo. I got bills to pay too. I did watch that. I also watched what you showed me too. I haven't got a chance. There's been so much going on, and people have sent me some feeds in my email. That's why I got to watch some of these other ones right quick, because it was just in my email. I was like, oh, bang, it came up. I appreciate that, brother. I'm trying to make them rise. It's thanks to people like you, Jeff. Back in a moment. We're going to take a break. Stay with us. Putting you in the penitentiary. We're putting you in the lockbox, lockdown. Olympics are going to be beginning. I'm going to try to do some Olympic coverage. I got a few things to talk about with it. Are you going to be able to make it there, Bali? Easy like T-Pain. There you go. You guys are just popping in here, John. I'm glad anybody's coming on. There's many people talking, so I'm missing some of what some of you guys are doing. Easy says, when I'm drunk, I still like to dance to 80s hip hop. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, brother. I'm glad they love my sunny positivity. It's just not sunny outside here. What's up, Christopher? How you doing? We'll keep it growing on the YouTube for sure. I think I just like the type of listeners that are coming on here. People that can give me some information to look at and think about and work with each other. It's just awesome. Romeo's not lying. He doesn't lie. Romeo would never lie. Ask Poopy Pie. How to prank scam callers. I need help with that. Just pick it up and say, what's up? And if it's a guy, just say, please leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I'm not giving you no money to get your girlfriend to help take care of your girlfriend because she's pregnant. Just anything, just make up anything. I say all kind of things to them. I even do my own voices like, hey, what's up, how much? I did Beavis yesterday, and the guy said, what's wrong? I said, I'm sick. I said, I don't feel good, how much? And I told him one day, we were talking, and I told the guy, I said, my name is Seymour. He said, okay, Seymour, how you doing? He said, what's your last name? I said, it's Mr. Butts, Seymour Butts. And he giggled. I said, are you laughing at my name? That's how I handle all these people that call in, these crank callers. I mean, scam callers. I told one yesterday, got me right into it. And I told the person, they said, well, how can I help you? I said, you can take this phone number off. I said, because guess what? They said, what? I said, you've been calling businesses and all these scam callers have been calling and hooking me up. I said, and I told them, I said, listen, I said, I've done everything to make these people not want to call back. Jesus loves you. Yes, for sure. He loves you all. Toofy, Ryan! I noticed you over there. Don't think I didn't see you in the corner. That's the only way to be with some people. You got to just. Uh-oh.
Is to stay hydrated, and Water Tree in Newton has got you covered with their amazing antioxidant alkaline water.
Let's see here. What do we got going on?
And check out their selection of health-boosting options. Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy with Water Tree in Newton.
Hi, this is Martin Serrano, asking you to tune into Let Go and Let God.
Uh-oh.
Sunday at 9:30 a.m. right here on WQEE. We help those who are struggling with their faith or have doubts through discussion, inspirational stories, and contemporary Christian music. So tune in to Let Go and Let God Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m. right here on WQEE.
You guys ready? We're actually getting to come back.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ Commando of the 45.
Soccer, yes. Football is in the soccer, as we call it. Yes. I think it is part of it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The doctor's walking in. Good morning, everybody. I'm officially getting old. I pulled a muscle in my back, says Daniel, putting on my damn boots. I'm not going to say anything about that because, you know, we're all getting there, bro. Welcome back into the RyanORadio Penitentiary. What are your plans for the weekend ahead? 22% say yard work, 7% say partying, 41% say relaxing, and 30% say any other thing. Want to know some sports news? Well, we're bringing you right back into it. Here's a couple of headlines in the world of sports. Argentina stays atop the men's soccer rankings as U.S. drops down 5 spots. In the SEC, Randall Cobb joins SEC Network, but said he isn't retiring from the NFL. He's going to continue playing. We're going to talk about Brody James as he's saying, hey, I'm going to be the man, even though many others are out there saying he's not ready to be who his daddy is. And the Olympics are coming. The Olympics are coming. The Olympics are coming. The Olympics are coming. Are you guys ready for it? Are you excited? I'm sure you are. That's a few little sports headlines for you right here on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Come on out of the penalty box. Come on. You guys come on out of here. I know it. Come on. Easy says, I party hardy, bro. I'm sure you do, Easy. You're younger than the rest of us, bro, I'm going to say. If not, you're younger at heart. 12, yes. Yep, Toothy. What's going on with Toothy? Jamaica ready. Are you RR cool? We'll appreciate it. Jamaica ready. I like nations more. I do watch clubs. Ah, yes. Toby says, I'm back fixing the spaceship. Oh, yes. You're home. All right, let's jump back into it. A couple of headlines there. Still to come, we got a great guest coming up in the final period. Stay with us. We'll be having a life coach and a therapist and a mental health expert in the final period. Plus, she's an artist, and we'll be playing one of her songs on the show. So get ready for all that in the final period play on this wonderful, wonderful Friday. Germany is his favorite team, says Bali. USA, says 12. Well, we went down. I mean, Argentina is the number one top of the men's soccer rankings, and we went down 5 spots, which probably means we went down to number 100 or something. I mean, come on. Americans and soccer is not the same, or AKA football. It's not the same. American football is what we're more into. There you go. What's up, CDP? Good morning, bro. Easy Money says, I'm young at heart. I know you are, brother. Well, you know, Daniel and me can't do that anymore. We might, you know. I do know that, remember that name from Fast and Furious. Remember that name. I will remember that name. RR. I like the name RR. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and give you a couple of headline news stories that you can get here for you. Nikki Haley calls for unity for a strong endorsement the other night for the former president at the RNC speech. Zelensky tells European summit that Putin has failed to come in and do what he was supposed to and divide them. Well, Bali's like he don't like either one of them. So when you get the real truth from the real people around there, it's always like, hey, you know, there you go. He might, Martin. He might, brother. I've been hearing that same story. And Martin's saying he believes the current president might drop out this weekend. Meta said it won't release its most advanced AI model yet. They were going to send it to Europe. It's overdue. This AI is almost like you dating somebody. What? And also, this one's going to be for In a Pinch. Where are you at? I wish you were on. I wish you were on. What did you say, Toothy? Put it on there. I've got a lot of people popping up. Put it on there again because everybody's popping up. Kennedy Center honors are going to be happening. Francis Ford Coppola, along with Bonnie Raitt and the Grateful Dead, are going to be honored on December 23rd at a ceremony on CBS. Also, the Apollo Theater will be recognizing all these great artists. Man, does that mean that we might get to actually see the remaining members along with John Mayer of the Grateful Dead on national television? The Grateful Dead could be on national television. Oh, yeah, you told me about that case, Ukraine girl case. And I watched that. I saw that. But yes, could they let Bonnie Raitt perform? Could they let the remaining members along with John Mayer perform some Grateful Dead on national TV December 23rd? If that happens, all of you deadheads out there be like, dude, we made it to the mainstream after what, 100 years? After 70 years? See you, Romeo. Good luck with you, brother. I hope you get to feeling better. We love you too, brother. We appreciate it. He's leaving one of our listeners coming out of the chat. Like, subscribe, and share in the chat. Also, if you want to help a brother out, go to my Cash App because I got to get some time on the phone this weekend. Pay for my card this weekend. Look at me trying to get money. $ RyanShelander at Cash App, or PayPal me at paypal.me/Ryan, RyanShelander. There you go. Two Fairies said, congratulations on 3 weeks. I remember your first day. Stay awesome, and I'm proud of you. Yes, we're proud of you too, Toothy. You are a wonderful young lady. Thank you for being with us. Or AKA, I like to say, Z. That's my nickname for you. World War III is coming soon, so stay tuned, my people. I hope not. I don't think so. I hope not. Now listen, the brother, Hulk Hogan's going to do it. Hogan was ready to go last night. 15 minutes away from the top of the hour, 74 degrees, cloudy skies in the Atlanta metro Atlanta area. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael and the crew will exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. I didn't say anything bad about President Biden. I would never do that. I'm a down the middle, Nick. I'm an independent. I'm a real news source. I talk about it all. You don't have to tell me to shut up. If you like Biden, that's cool. Billy Carson on YouTube. I'll check him out. Tuesday says, Ryan, I have to say this the 13th time, please. All right. Well, I'm on the air. I can't really just respond, but yes. I have to say this the 13th time. Please read this. I have gone 3 weeks without self-harming. Oh, yes. Well, I said congratulations. I did see that. I didn't, but she is an awesome young lady. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Way to go. And if you keep doing that, you're going to continue to grow and not have to worry about it. Keep being you and doing you. Z. All right. Easy said, if somebody hit a deer, if somebody hits a deer, let me know, because we have comments. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, let them know, because I got so much stuff going on. But anyway, there you go. No. You can't take it back. You said you liked him, so Nick, you're gonna like him. I'm sorry. Sorry, you've already said that. Oh wow. Bali asked me, said, Ryan, did you see the video of Trump calling RFK video? Yeah, they all talk to each other. I mean, Biden called Trump the night Trump got shot on Saturday, see how he was doing. I mean, they got each other's numbers. Just because they disagree politically don't mean they really, really, hate each other. Not like the people out here voting for them too. My listeners don't, because my listeners are more educated, but some of these other people are not. My listeners like, I just like so-and-so because I like so-and-so's better, because I like this policy better. I don't really care. I'm not wishing death on the other side. That's my listeners. But these other people out there, oh my goodness. That's how it is. Good morning to Andrew Polanis joining us on the feed, my lovely bride. There you go. All right, I tell you what. Like I said, a couple other things to talk about. We'll go to a break. When we come back, Hulk Hogan was at the RNC last night, and a performance by Kid Rock. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Good. Yes, indeed. You're right, Martin. Surprised? Not really. If this narrative of Hulk Hogan, I could say, never mind, I'm going to say that. What you going to do, brother? When Hulkamania, Trumpomania runs wild on you, he said. It was cringe at times. But you know what? I actually thought that the former president spoke more down to earth than anybody else. He's like, yo. Everybody chill, stop acting up. And
One of the biggest questions I get is how to prepare for staying safe while away from home. Hi, I'm Holly Reese, founder of Warrior Defenders Women's Self-Defense. It's crucial to start preparing for your safety now as you head off to college. Learn how to protect yourself.
Are you talking about Generation Crazy? Generation Crazy Z? Generation Z Crazy? There, easy.
Transformation, hope, and deliverance to your life. God loves you.
He wasn't he, CDP?
Guide you in His word. So I can
Well, I tell you,
and Tuesday at 11 a.m. Tune in so your life
I don't-
will radically change.
I don't dislike
God's love and care.
the attitude. I like the good attitude.
31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish.
Yeah, they need entertainment, not serious BS. Yep.
Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. is Wishbone Fried
I don't know anything about that. I don't know if they will.
Chicken. The best chicken around.
Neither one of those are real, Volley.
31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Want to get back to your community in a meaningful way? Cares for Kids is a Keller Williams Realty Foundation.
I know, Z. You're like the rest of us. That's why you fit in with us here.
Cares for Kids helps fund local organizations like Angel's House, Carmina Casa, Elevate, and more. Help Cares for Kids reach their mission of serving 1 million children.
You're not a generation crazy. You're not, actually.
Today to learn more on how to be involved, or text K for K Unit to 44321 today.
No, I don't think either one of those imaginary things are going to support. That's like mythical creatures there. Volley.
Listen to the Sustainable Brown Girl Radio Show, hosted by me, Ariel Gray.
Woo-hoo.
Each week we'll learn ways.
Hey, if somebody says ET to me, I'm saying, hey, Volley comes from a country where they will talk about that. Got a problem with it? Talk to him.
In their own unique ways. Be sure to listen to the Sustainable Brown Girl Radio Show every Thursday at 10 a.m.
Oh, Lord.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that
Well, I mean, everybody has their rights to vote, and Bigfoot Sasquatch has been across our plains in Oklahoma and Washington for a number of years. They should be able to register to vote. So,
Right now, get a $99 new patient special, including x-rays and exam. Maybe you're looking for veneers. Most
Harry, the Hendersons are taking Harry to go vote.
Every 5 purchase, or get that bright white smile you've always wanted by taking advantage of an exclusive $100 off Zoom whitening treatment.
There you go. We could be kin. You never know.
2022 is almost over. That means most insurance policies will reset by the new year, and to avoid losing that extra money, you need to use it or lose it. Book an appointment today with Most Valuable Smiles in downtown.
I don't know about that.
Exclusive deals. Call 706-623-0318 or visit mostvaluablesmiles.com.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ Commando of the 45's Affair Radio Show, where I play all vinyl 45s. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, Newton, Georgia.
Oh, no. You're right here with RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown. We got period number 2 to come up. We got a few more sports news to get for you. Football Friday, CFL action for tonight and the weekend. We'll try to give you some of those scores. We'll try to get you ready for a CFL. Also, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Saturday, and Sunday in those games. Sunbelt Baseball League, we'll try to drop that in there and a little end it in the next period with a little bit of Smackdown news. We got a great guest, Sha'ra Thomas. She is a life coach, a therapist, a mental health expert, and an artist. She'll be with us in the final period, joining us all the way from Atlanta. Called to be on the show. I said, sure, why not? That's cool. And expert there, been in the Atlanta market for a while, so we'll bring her on the show. Heaven opened the door for me, said Easy. And we'll appreciate all of our wonderful listeners here. That's right, Andrew Polanis. And I'll tell you what, you're tuned in to RyanORadio Penitentiary, my lovely bride, Andrew Polanis. Now, she was asking about, was I surprised about Hulk Hogan being there last night? I was a bit surprised, but not really. I mean, Hogan is, hateful, evil person. So why wouldn't he support? I'm just kidding. That's what's going to be said. I had to pick on you guys. I had to pick on you. I got to pick on you. Say you're hateful. Martin's going to get on there and laugh. Go, yep. Good morning, little brother. How you doing? We'll appreciate you being with us. You think so? You think VP Harris is going to take Biden's place? So there you go. But no, it was kind of a bit of a surprise. Hogan he gave his Hulk Hogan speech, and then, or he did his Hulk Hogan thing, and then he says, "I'm Terry Bollard." He told his real name and da 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 da, and he supported him, and then Kid Rock did his thing, and I think Eric Trump did his thing. But when the former president got up there, he was just kind of like, hey, how's everybody doing? Okay, and he made little jokes, and he was very calm and just talked about what he needed to do, and kind of gave the speech that they normally give. And he was like, I shouldn't be here, which, he was thinking about, what had come by his head. So, and I told everybody, I said, I'm glad that he and Biden and all of them are toning down their back and forth, because it's pretty good. Now, some people are not going to like it, but who cares whether those people like it or not? I thought it looked like, to me, I was like, okay, this was like a presidential candidate last night. Now, of course, I had no problem with his son said and his family said, because I'm going to tell you something. If that's a member of your family, you're going to say the things you're going to say. Okay, you're going to really, really go off on people. If somebody tried to kill a member of your family, you're really going to be that way. So they had every right to say, I know people, I understand some of it was cringe, but the family had every right to say what they were saying. Now, the rest of it was just like, oh, whatever, Yeah, Lee Greenwood singing, Kid Rock singing, American Badass, Hulk Hogan, brother. Back in a moment. No, I don't know about all that. What's up, Crispies? Brother, what you do, brother? How come Jesse Ventura wasn't at Trump's rally? Probably because, sometimes people are a little too old to go there. Got to remember, Hulk Hogan barely was able to walk out on stage, Martin. And it's because of wrestling. Their bodies were tore up. Hogan comes out. He pointed, yeah, and the crowd went crazy. Hogan, I was like, Hulk Hogan's got some fans, all right. Yeah, I don't know about I don't pay attention to all that. People can do what they want. Oh, you're back. Way to go. Oh, sounds like me, says Martin. I don't want to get up on time. I'm going to sit in this lazy boy and just relax. Brother. Ooh, yeah. Hogan was the best wrestling champion of all times. He was. But he also was there last night. Do you know the story? No, I don't know that story. Agent 34. Hey, Agent 34. We appreciate your service. No one in here is talking bad about anything. Don't come get us, Agent 34. It's not time for them to start calling. They don't start calling until after 9 o'clock. My time, Eastern time. Well, we got a new viewer in here, Agent 34. All right. Ooh, yeah, brother. What am I looking for? Yeah. My ear needs to be on.
But up until today, all were intercepted by either Israel or Western allies with forces stationed in the region. Also at SRNnews.com, former President Trump accepts his party's presidential nomination at the Republican National Convention with a speech focused on uniting the nation just 5 days after an assassination attempt that could have ended his life. Former President Trump said that he feels lucky to be alive.
I said to myself, wow, I was dead. It can only be a bullet. I moved my right hand to my ear, wrote it down. My hand was covered.
What do you want me to call you? Ryan, Warden, DJ Magic Ryan?
all over the place.
I'm DJ Magic Warden Ryan. I'm all of the above.
Personal message saying that to score
You was in the academy for 9 years. Thank you for your service, Agent 34. That's a cool name, though. That is a cool name.
Because there's no victory in winning for half of America. That's our news. Many Americans want abortion pills.
According to a poll from the Public Religion Research Institute, 68% of respondents believe that doctors should be able to send abortion drugs to women through the mail. Democrats and independents are most likely to support through the mail abortion, but even amongst Republicans, 54% are in favor. All major religious groups.
I was only going to military school. I feel what?
With the exception of white evangelicals.
Military school's good, young lady. Been good for you.
The judge says the Secretary of State's office was wrong to change the rules governing whose signatures should count on petitions for constitutional initiatives, including one to enshrine abortion in the state constitution. Officials tried to omit the signatures of inactive voters after counties began verifying signatures. The district judge said the signatures of inactive voters should count. This is SRN News. United Airlines reports higher profits in the second quarter thanks to record crowds at U.S. airports.
United said its profit rose 23% to $1.32 billion in the 3-month period.
10 years. Woo!
However, the airline warned that its third quarter results.
Age at 99, she is hot, says Matt.
That's because airlines are adding.
You might not want to say that. You might get in trouble, Matt, saying that. What if your wife found out you said that? What if I find out and send her a message?
Prosecutors are expected to give new details today about Boeing's plea deal in a case stemming from 2 deadly crashes of 737 MAX jetliners. That's from the Justice Department hopes to file the agreement with the federal.
Thank you for your service, Romeo, for sure.
Earlier this month, Boeing agreed in principle to plead guilty to a single count of fraud and to see federal regulators who approved the MAX nearly a decade ago. More details at srnnews.com.
Okay, so Domino's perfect combo includes.
Hey, BK, how you doing, brother? I hope you're doing very, 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 very well on this TGIF edition of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. My buddy BK on the air knows everything from old radio shows to what's going on with the brand new movies. He's the expert when it comes to entertainment. She likes Kenny Chestnut. I mean, Chestnut. He is a chestnut, isn't he? Oh, I see how your wife's going to be, do you? My weekend plans, you know what I'm doing. That's right. You're going to be on the air talking about entertainment and movies and shows. My brother from another radio mother. So cool. Back in the day, radio stations were like, we would never acknowledge each other 20 or 30 years ago. Today, it's we're all brothers from the other radio mothers because there's very few of us left. You know, real radio. Uh-oh, you think that life, you think that pure gold? We'll try to get that sometime today. We got a guest coming in the studio live, so we're going to be having to get back on the air here in a minute. So that's what you think. Everybody hang on. We're in for a blank show. Both candidates are. Well, you know, They've been around a while, yes.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners.
All right, awesome, Romeo.
Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. is Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Hey, sports fans. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern. Drive time. WQEE. Braves Country and Southern Sports Talk Show. Back to Key in the Armchair.
Why do you feel like you don't belong in here right now, Z?
Back to Key in the Armchair Quarterbacks. Weekdays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
You belong in here just like anybody else.
99.1 FM.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rod Peterson here, host of the Rod Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here.
Ooh, already got that many likes. Already that many likes. Come on, everybody, come on.
Never heard a show like it because we think
You belong in here, Z. You're one of us.
2 p.m. Eastern.
We're kin folks. Got similar last names. Probably kin for real.
That's the Rod Peterson Show, daily at noon, right here on WQEE 99.1
The
FM.
views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions.
Oh, Randall, that's a good one.
It's clientele.
I will never trust him.
Can we please have quiet on the set?
You can't have quiet on the set. I came to play. How about you? It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. 78,000 plus of you worldwide on that shout. Guys, shout it out loud across the RyanORadio media page. Earth Rock Radio. New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles and Canada. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, 99.1 FM, WQEE Key, Metro Atlanta, and Atlanta's very own Real Talk station, the home of inspirational talk, Southern sports, and a little bit of music on the weekend. Of course, we do a little of everything for everybody because we're real radio for real people. Welcome back in. I am the man around here. That's right, Christopher. Only trolls don't belong in here, and we run them out. All right, good morning to Christopher joining us. Toothy. Why do you not belong, Toothy? She's like, because you're all old folks and you not as fun. What does rock radio mean? I don't know. I got to ask an IRS agent something. Oh, ask them if they can send me some extra money, Agent 34. Agent 34 is with us this morning as well. That's right. Okay, call 988, says Romeo. All right, we got a lot in store for you. Stay tuned. What is planned? What are your big plans for the weekend? What are your big plans for the weekend? Some of you say 24% of you say you're going to do your yard work. Kind of reminds me. I said WQEE 99.1 FM. Did I say E for egg rate? I don't know if I said that. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Partying 7% of you. Relaxing 32% of you. 36% you can do anything else other than that. Good morning to BK on the air. We know what he's going to be doing this weekend. Presenting a show on a he's a radio station from another mother. A brother from another radio station mother. There you go. That's it. That is it. The IRS will mark you at 34. Thank you, Mark. We've got Agent 34 in here. It's going to be talk. Is there? All right. Don't be throwing a butter knife. Last time he tried to throw a butter knife at me, and I felt pathetic and weak. Who did that? We'll talk about that. And if you got questions, we got a therapist, a mental health expert, and a life coach, including an artist, joining us in the next period. Be ready for that. Jim H, what's up? Good morning to you. Let me go ahead and get some of the feed, read some of the feed off the YouTube this morning, guys. Listen up, radio listeners. Jim H says, have you thought about creating a cannibal theme serial killer night? Ooh. Theme nights would be great. Yeah, I like that. We do theme days, so yeah, that would be cool. Drew's place. We're going to go hang out at Drew's place here. Drew says, I'm going to sit down and watch a trail of ants travel through, Tiki. Well, that sounds fun. Maybe we should do that after the show. Some of our great listeners joining us this morning. Jim, I like that idea, brother. Matt says the weekend I'm going to be praying for all the YouTube fans. Yeah, you need to be praying for them. They come and listen to me. Randall says, good song, torn between suicide and breakfast. Yep, that'd be a good name for a song. Suicide and breakfast, yeah. Sounds like a Creed song. Yeah, and I'm going down there to a toll, and I'm going to have suicide, and we're torn between suicide and eggs and breakfast. That's what that sounds like there, Randall. It sounds like a Creed song. But he says, these people at work are stressing me out. I need a jug of moonshine and a box of cigars. The Unholy Tree. Okay, is that a real band that did that? Hey, Morton said, you're a man after my heart. Her shoes torn between suicide and breakfast. And when I go, everybody knows. Hank the Third. I know Hank the Third. That's one of his songs. Makes sense that he would write that. I didn't know that was one of his songs, Random. I know I'm way off. I'm just making. It's a great name. It sounds like something big. I know I'm way off. Agent 34 said he asked for a code. Codes, orange, code orange, code orange. Code red, code red. Pete, you're a man after my own heart, buddy. Moonshine and cigars. You guys can hang out. Tuvi says, no, I'm okay, promise. Good. I'm glad you're doing all right. All right, here we go. It is the second half of the period, 15 minutes past the hour, 74 degrees under cloudy skies. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, and gooey things at all. Michael and the crew can exterminate and weigh the Smackdown for you. Everyone, it's Ryan Neal Diamond. Here I go again. Jim H says craziest Florida man stories would be a good one too. We need to add some of that. There's too many of them though. Florida man and Florida women. All right, for your football nuts this weekend, it is Football Friday. Kicking off the weekend, this weekend, a little CFL action in week 7 as the Elks take on the Red Blacks tonight. That's a 7 p.m. game on TSN. Also, Blue Bombers take on the Rough Riders. That game's going to be at 9:30 p.m. tonight. Heading into Saturday, you got the Toronto taking on the Tiger Cats at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, and the Lions and the Stampeders on Sunday at 7 p.m. That's what's going on with your CFL football update. And I know there's CFL fans out there, especially in our listening audience out of Canada, getting ready for it. Yes, indeed. All the guys get talking about smoking cigars and drinking moonshine. Yeah, my audience is already ready to go home early on a Friday if it's in America. Some of my people in Australia are like, we're already drinking. What's wrong with it? In London, it's already drinking time. It's already afternoon at the pub. They're like, America, you guys are behind again. You have to call a CPS agent. What for? Oh, Lord. A couple other things going on. Caitlin Clark logs in the WNBA record for 19 assists as a Fever lost to the Wings the other night. Of course, off for the All-Star game this weekend and going into the big games. And as for the Olympics, Lakers' Bronny James says that's his best summer league preference. He says, results will come. I will get better. Stop judging me because my dad's that LeBron guy. Of course, people are going to judge him because I'm going to make him a judgment. Yeah, sure. Okay. An English soccer player by the name of Jude Bellingham will be featured on the cover of EA Sports FC 25 video game, which is FC 25, of course, for soccer. Those video games out. He's going to be featured as the cover artist or on the cover. There you go. Are you guys excited about that? Oh, yes, indeed you are, especially those who are like soccer, like Molly. You know who Jude Bellingham is? Yeah. Exactly, John H. You're like, what does he say? You have to be on the page to find out. Good morning to Preppy. Can you please say Scotland? Good morning, Scotland. How you doing? Scotland. Oh. Good morning to Thomas joining us. That's why he's on the Lakers because of his dad. No. He's on the Lakers because he's a very talented young man. Not because his daddy not because it's the LA LeBron Jameses. Tom, it's not because it's the LA LeBron Jameses, man. Come on. I saw their new uniforms. It says LA LeBron Jameses. Scotland forever. Scotland. Scotland. CDP says Scotland. 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 That's what we say it in America. So there you go. WWE tonight. Double show being taped 8 p.m. to 2 p.m. because I think next weekend they're doing the whole SummerSlam thing. Cody Rhodes will be live tonight. Logan Paul is going to address LA Knight before their SummerSlam match for the U.S. title. Andrade takes on Carmelo Hayes, and there will be a few other matches featured tonight as well. AEW Rampage 10 p.m. tonight on TNT, and Collision tomorrow night 8 p.m. on stop slamming the video, and on TNT. Autocorrect, what did the autocorrect do? And going to my feed this morning for my listeners here want to ask me a few questions. Bali says, but Ryan, you should go to a German beer party. Best beer, less expensive, should go for once. I don't drink, so it'd be hard for me. What I do, watch everybody else drink? Toothbrush, laugh out. That's your new name, Toothbrush, Tooth Fairy. Matt said he messed up. Autocorrect. Toothbrush. Oktoberfest would be boring for you, for Ryan. Yes, it would be. I'll take their money, though, in Georgia when they have it. They want to spend the money on the radio. I'll take it. My God, Ryan, you just tell the truth. Yeah, I know. Hard to be. But, all right, let's see. This one's for you guys. Jim? Jim was the one that asked about this. Florida, man. Here we go. I got one for you. 21 minutes past the hour. Currently 74 degrees. Time and temperature brought to you by our friends at Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, and greedy things all. Michael the Gru getting exterminated. Lay the Smackdown for you. Well, a Florida man is in the news for wrestling an alligator inside a fire station in Jacksonville, Florida. This is for you. I think, Jim, you're the one that asked for it. This is for you, Florida man. Well, it was a trapper, and he was called by the Jacksonville Fire and Rescues because an 8-foot alligator had been living in a pond next to the fire station and preventing the workers from being able to go out and check their meters. So they got rid of him. He wrestled him. You should have put it on the internet. People wrestle crocodiles where I'm from. I know, Jake. I believe that. I believe that. Oh, Lord. So there you go. There you go, everybody. Also in San Diego, ladies and gentlemen, a very interesting piece of movie history is going to be out during the Comic-Con in San Diego. A local museum there will be auctioning off actual movie memorabilia of actual movies, everything from superhero movies, all your favorite superhero movies. July 15th is when on Monday, July 15th, they announced the Comic-Con Museum will be having, besides you guys dressing up in costumes, they're going to be auctioning off iconic props, costumes, and material from historic movies like Harry Potter, as well as Spider-Man, Batman, X-Man, Superman, Captain America, Ant-Man, G.I. Joe, Looney Tunes, and more. So if you're not going to Comic-Con, or if you are going to Comic-Con, you'll have a chance to get some of that material to have in your homes. If you're one of those, Comic-Con people. I think Shane is, who's on, Tuesdays with us. I think he is. Jake says, hope you're having a good day, man. My bad about the other night. No problem, whatever that is. 2025 here, says Jim H. Ooh, Julian Ford from good morning. How's your family? How's your family doing? I love the alligator. There are no known alligator females that are longer than 9 feet in length. Wow, that's good. Thanks for letting us know, Matt. I appreciate it, brother. But anyway, so if you're going to San Diego for the Comic-Con, there you go. There you go. You can get all dressed up. And you can get some movie memorabilia, props, and more from these movies. Batman, Spider-Man, X-Men, Harry Potter, all these different movies. Looney Tunes. Wow. Tommy, what's up for you? Did you say the one man's trash is another man's treasure? Beautiful saying, but terrible way to find out you were adopted. That's true, Tommy. Oh, Lord. I don't know where that's at, Julian. Where's that? Let me know. He's asking me, do I know where he is from? There you go. All right, anyway, that's it, guys. Wow. I think it's pretty cool, for you Comic-Con people out there. I'm not going to mess with them. Say what you want to say. I've seen on the Storage Wars where they were kind of making fun of these Star Trek people and these Comic-Con people. I'm like, say what you want to say. I would be scared to make fun of these people. I'm a little bit smarter than the rest of people, though. That's the difference. Martin says, I've heard one man's meat is another man's poison. Oh. It could be. Wow. All right, what are you guys' plans for the upcoming weekend? I know this is like the most silly potion ever, but why not? It's Friday. I'm trying to be a little bit more upbeat and fun rather than getting Of course, we don't have much in the world of sports going on. So except for a little CFL and Sunbelt baseball this weekend, check our WQEE Facebook page for listings of all the games tonight and the weekend. What are your plans for the weekend? 24% of you say yard work. 11% of you say partying, baby. 32% of you saying relaxing. And another 32% say anything else like working in the yard, doing this, doing that, doing everything. Wow. So there you go. Pete says, that's how I can escape. Love Dragon Con. Ah, cool, brother. Agent Smart from the show. Get Smart. Oh, yeah. So Julian says he's in the middle of 3 countries, West Belgium, East Germany, and South France. Oh, okay. Okay. Now we know where he lives. We can send him a package. You guys can send him some money. Send me some money too. Help a brother out on Cash App $RyanShelander, RyanShelander. Or you can also help out on the PayPal, paypal.me/RyanShelander. Help a brother out because he got some bills to take care of. Keeps the show going. Good morning. As we got more people joining us on the page, Zach is joining us this morning on the YouTube page. Good morning to him as well. I'm saying as well over and over, right? You got to love it. All right, let's see here. Oh, got a couple other newsworthy notes. We got some positive news coming up for you in the next period, so get ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. We've got artist, life coach, therapist, lifestyle consultant, and more joining us in the next period. Plus, we got a song from her as well. Yes, she's going to be with us. Miss Thomas is going to be with us this morning. Stay tuned to the show. That's coming up in period number 3. We got a great show for you this morning. And, of course, Martin says, yep, typing that damn spell check in there. Pete says, we need a con here. And we already got some cons here in Coweta County. They on the street asking for – never mind. That would bring a lot of money to Coweta and surrounding areas. We got some cons around here. You know that other radio station? They're cons. They got you conning into believing they're on the radio. I'm just kidding. Don't get mad because I make fun of them. Pete, we already got some cons around here. I know what you're talking about. Like a Dragon Con or a Comic Con. I play all kind of music, but I'm into rock music mostly. But we don't play much music here. We play a little bit at the station. Thanks for asking. Randall, thanks for your question this morning. We have more questions coming into the feed. Yeah, and you guys keep giving me those questions. All right, let's see. We're going to go ahead and take another break, come back. We got another 30 minutes of this hour. What are you guys going to talk about? Other radio stations are imposters. That's right, Daniel. Yeah, Comic-Con and Dragon Con like shows. I know what you were meaning, Pete. I just had to pick on people. All right, guys. I'll be back here momentarily. The second half of this period coming up for you. We'll talk more. You guys, if you got something to talk about, go ahead and pop it into the feed or call me at 770-347-9947. Back in a moment. I know that's right. Randall, I want that many bags. Let's see here.
Rain showers this morning, giving you thunder showers by the evening. High near 83. Winds light and variable chance of rainfall 7%. Going into tonight, thunder showers likely lower 69. Light and variable winds, chance of rainfall 7%. for your Saturday, a 50% chance of showers. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Rain continues throughout the day and the afternoon. Headed into overnight and overcast on Saturday night with plenty of showers. The chance of rainfall 60%, low near 70, winds light and variable. Rain continues for your Sunday with 100% chance.
Do I find it weird that I have something called invisible mode in my settings? It is weird, Agent 57. I thought you were. Wait. You changed your name. I know that's right, Martin. We're going to talk about how Ryan is the best host on your YouTube because his comedy is great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for pretending like you think I'm funny. All right, let's see if we got a few more things.
The difference at Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your
Ryan O'Neal for president, Alice Cooper for vice president.
We take pride in providing personalized service.
I have to run in what, 2028?
Check us out at SouthernStatesBank.net. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 4106.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you, CDP.
Charmaine, your trusted agent. Charmaine works with multiple companies, ensuring you get the options tailored just for you. Why settle for less when you can have the best? 706-525-5931 and speak to Charmaine, CP Financial Top Local Sales Agent. Your peace of mind is just a call away.
Calendar Force. Calendar Force is Newman's own addiction recovery.
We'll try to get that in there if we can.
Recovery support services for individuals and family.
Henry, oh yes, the aristocrat Henry Charles is on with us from Switzerland. He sounds like a duke, an aristocrat. Remember, Sir Henry Charles. That's what I'm gonna call you. Why do you, Martin? You don't want me to be president? You want Ted Nugent instead of me? We got one person that won't vote for me on here. All right, whatever, Martin.
Shopping for insurance doesn't have to be stressful. I'm Christy, owner of Ellsworth Insurance, located here in Newton, Georgia. We're an independent agency with access to multiple carriers for home, auto,
Yeah, let's get ready to come back, guys.
Insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs.
Yes, they do. You're right.
www.insurewithellsworth.com 770-755-7053. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Made to order 100% Wagyu beef burgers that are 100%
There, we're getting ready to come back, guys.
starting at $6.99.
Which is 100% awesome. 100% Wagyu beef burgers with fries starting at $6.99. 100%. This is Mark Masurian. Asking you to tune into LetGoLet.com every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. right here on WQEE. We help those who are struggling with their faith or have doubts through discussion, inspirational stories, and
We do have a lot of Europeans in here. Because we didn't want a king. America didn't want a king. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. What are your plans for the weekend? Some of you say yard work. Some of you are saying partying. 12% saying partying, 22% say yard work, 35% say relaxing, and 32% say other. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. You guys are in lockdown. Good morning to you. Welcome in Sir Henry Charles from Switzerland this morning on the YouTube page. Like, subscribe, and share there as well. We got a great guest coming up for you in just a few minutes, so stay with us. But first, we're going to talk about this. And we kept talking about the internet yesterday and how it was acting up. And thank goodness we kind of found out what was going on. A major IT glitch affected some computers and systems running through Microsoft Windows OS. So if you got one of them old, I'm just kidding. This is updated. Yeah, I like to mess with Microsoft. You got that old system from back in 1995. Yeah, you were gonna have a problem. But around the world, it did happen, and grounded flights and disrupted train services beginning this morning as well. Hospitals, banks, and stock exchanges. I know some of you out there are gonna be like, "Hey man, the end of the world's coming." You're gonna think that it's coming. You're gonna think the end of the world's coming or something, but no, it just happens. American Airlines, United Airlines, Delta Airline flights grounded all flights globally, according to the FAA. They said that Europe's largest airline, they reported that it had badly been hit by a third-party IT outage, and it hit the entire industry. So, I mean, most of you don't really need to be flying this morning anyway. Just take a train, go back the old ways, But anyway, we'll keep you abreast of what's going on with that as well. Randall says solar flares. Here we go. I knew it was going to get started up there in the feed. Anyway, we're about 38 minutes away from the top of the hour. You're tuned into RyanORadio Penitentiary and Lockdown this morning. Get your comments in the feed or call us at 770-347-9947 if you would like. But get your comments in the feed. We promoted this yesterday, and we would like for you guys to, if you got any questions for my guest coming up this morning, put them in the feed there. Let me know, and she'll probably be able to help you out. I'll give you a little bit of information. So make sure you stay tuned. Coming up here, two fairies. Should I celebrate my birthday? Yes, you should. Why not? You're going to be what, 15? All the way from England, listening to us this morning. Polly, no, we don't use that kind of word in here. Sorry, guys, we don't talk like that in here. All right, a couple other headline news for you. FCC proposes a 6-day cell phone unlock rule, which unlock rule means if you change from one provider to another, within the 60 days, they're going to have to be able to allow you to change over quicker. Instead of, it takes you beyond 60 days. You got to, it's hard to get switched over, all this kind of stuff. Now the FCC has proposed that 60-day cell phone unlock rule is gone. So if you want to hop from provider to provider, that is your choice. So go ahead and do that. The Education Department, ladies and gentlemen, forgives $1.2 billion in student loans. And Lou Dobbs, a veteran news anchor, passed away age 78. Wow. Just this information is just coming in now through our news feed this morning. What are your plans for the weekend, ladies and gentlemen? That's the question, our simple poll question this morning. Nothing weird, nothing true crime, nothing sports. I'm just like, what are you guys going to do this weekend? Yard work, 21% of you. There you go. Some of you guys say you're going to go out and have a good time and party, 11% of you. Relaxing. That's what most of us old folks are going to be doing. 35% of the votes, and other at 32% of the votes. So there you go. Randall says he's going to be having a little wine this weekend. So, well, okay, there you go. Pete says he's going to be working in the yard because his wife's got him doing yard, not this typical yard work, but, working on the house. He wants to go to Comic-Con, is what he said. CDP said, always celebrate your birthday. Always. After the big 4-0, you don't want to remember your birthday, says Martin. Laugh out loud. Pete will be working as well. I tell you what, I don't know what I'll be doing. So I'm hoping to be resting, but when we do what we do here at the station, I'll probably be here sometime too. All right, guys. 12 says, well, I'll be doing some serious sleeping, looking for my out-of-body experience. 12's up in the New York area. All right. Oh, no, Pete, the mother-in-law. I'm not going to get into that. All right. No, I don't drink, Bali. Sorry. Unfortunately, I'm straight edge, so I won't be drinking anything. New York City, says 12. I can't wait to celebrate my 120th birthday, Matt. Matt, isn't your birthday coming up soon? You know, this week? All right. Bolly said, CDP says, Matt's only 100 years to go. He's saying you're 20. Oh, isn't that nice? We love to hear that, don't we, as we get older? All right, we're going to take another break, guys. We're about 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. Your time and temperature this go around, I think it's about 74, 75 degrees according to my temps out there. It's going to be a little warmer through the day, but we're supposed to have rain in the forecast, rain in the metro Atlanta area. Your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, the good things all Mike and the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. Back here in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get ready to close out this second half of second period of play, and then we'll get into the third period of play. Get your questions in this morning for our guest. That's right. We want to hear. We know some of you were asking me yesterday some stuff that I forgot to even write down, so make sure you get it in here. El says, good morning from Greenville, South Carolina. Good morning. Sir Henry Charles says, sir, how you always staying happy. That's extremely good. Well, I guess when you get to do what you love, you're happy. So back in a moment. Stay with us. Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How about you? Nice to meet you in person.
Nice to meet you as well.
Oh, your name again? Sha'ra? Okay, I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Sha'ra.
Yes. And you are RyanORadio.
I'm Ryan, yes.
Okay, good deal. I'm going to write you a letter.
Yep, got plenty of time.
Ready to earn some sweet Southern rewards? Check out the Southern Rewards cashback account from Southern States Bank.
I had a hard time finding a place, and then I stopped the lady who was walking, and as I was talking to her, then I saw your little sign in the window. I said, I'm right here.
Who's freezing up? You're freezing up on there?
Keep your home safe with home scan inspections. Our licensed and accredited professionals know exactly what to look for in order to prevent safety hazards and costly defects that may be found in your home. Ask about our free roof and termite inspections to ensure all areas are covered. Visit homescaninspector.com or send a text to 770-855-5678. Home Scan Inspections, where no matters.
Exciting times ahead for our graduates. Walking new campuses, meeting new friends.
You better go do what the wife says then, Matt.
One of the biggest questions
I will show the face when she gets back. We'll do that. But not until next period. You guys just want to see.
It's crucial to start preparing for your safety now as you head off to college. Learn how to protect yourself today to have a safer tomorrow at warriordefenders.com.
Hey, this is Pastor Terrell Scott, and I come on Sunday at 11 a.m. and Tuesday at 11 a.m. bringing the Word of God to bring transformation, hope, and deliverance to your life. God loves you, cares about you, and wants to instruct and guide you in His Word. So I compel you Sunday at 11 a.m. and Tuesday at 11 a.m. Tune in so your life can be radically changed forever.
25 there. Woo.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new.
Matt's got the honey-do list. See you Monday, Matt. Have a great weekend.
Same great taste.
You too,
Best chicken
guys.
around. Fish dinners open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newton.
Want to get back to your community in a meaningful way? Cares for Kids is a Keller Williams Realty founded charity in which 100% of money raised goes directly to children in need in our area. Cares for Kids helps fund local organizations like Angel's House, Coweta Casa, Elevate, and more. Help Cares for
All right,
Kids
guys, you ready?
serving 1 million children. Call 678-634-9770.
Oh, you got both there where you're at, CDP.
It's scorching hot out there, friends. The best way to beat the heat is to stay hydrated.
Tree in Newton has got you covered with their amazing antioxidant alkaline water. Swing by for quick and easy drive-through pickup and check out their selection of health-boosting options. Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy with Water Tree in Newton.
This is Dave Scott, host of Spaced Out Radio.
Pepper, good morning to you.
Every night, starting at midnight on WQEE 99.1 FM. Together, we will head down a path of mystery and unbelievable stories of people experiencing true tales of ghosts, UFOs, monsters from the finest storytellers we know. Tune in Spaced Out Radio nightly on WQEE 99.1 FM, where together, my friends, we own the night.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ Commando of the 45's Affair Radio Show, where I play all vinyl 45s. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, Newton, Georgia. This is the Make a Difference Minute.
From the Mark White Show. Since 1943, Athens Bible School has endeavored to provide quality education in a Christian environment and to equip young people with the tools to be successful. ABS is accredited by Cognia and a member of the Alabama High School Athletic Association. With the Bible at the foundation, with all of our curriculum from pre-K to 12, ABS has something unique to offer. Find out more information at athensbible.com.
On this Make a Difference Minute, I have country singer, songwriter, and musician Terry McBride of McBride and the Ride. Now, I'm familiar with you guys, but now your dad, Dale McBride, I'm not familiar with, but I'm seeing here that he was a 1970s country singer. Can we talk about him for just a little bit?
Yeah, he was kind of a regional act, I guess you could call it, but he did tour. He would go out west every year and do some things. Now, when I was in high school, he was having success with a label out of Nashville, a small label called Brio. Had several acts on that little label. My dad ended up having quite a few charted singles. I think the biggest hit he had on my
Good morning, Bruce. How you doing? Welcome in, brother.
We had a tour bus, and my dad had a really cool studio that he built in our town, our hometown, Lancaster, outside of Austin, Texas, which is where I grew up. And he was a serious, very accomplished musician, wonderful guitar player, singer, songwriter.
Oh, you're leaving easy money? No, man. You can't leave. Have a good day.
My 9th birthday, my dad finally got the guitar.
That's right. Hit the like on the way out. There's a lot of them there. Thank you.
He was such a great player. And then I played bands all through high school. I had a really cool partner group that I played in. And then joined my dad out of high school for 3 years. And then moved to Austin. And I got to do a lot of great Texas artists like that. And made my way to Nashville. Started making these trips to Nashville to write songs in high school. Found some doors opened up. Got a record deal, signed MCA. My world really changed after that.
For more about Terry McBride music, go to terrymcbridemusic.com. You can also follow McBride and the Ride on Facebook. Be sure to follow the Mark White Show on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to the Mark White Show podcast wherever you get your podcast. This is Mark White encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today. Hey folks, this is Mark White with the Mark White Show, and you can tune into the Mark White Show every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. right here on Rock 99, WQEE, the Key, the home of Southern sports and talk.
Thanks for listening to Braves Country right here on the Key. You can catch Braves Country on Braves Country HD. Find us on YouTube today. YouTube.com/@Braves Club. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, the Key in Newton, Georgia.
Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Good morning, Bruce. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I thank you. I'd love to take that position as the president. Yes, you guys said it. Thank you. My audience is just wow. All right, we got a great guest coming up next hour. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We're just almost there. Life coach, LPC, so much more. Therapist. She's going to be with us. Guys, you got to stay tuned. This is going to be a fantastic interview. And we got a song coming up for you from her this morning as well. She's also a singer. Wow. Everything in one. That's right, guys. It's coming up after the break, so stay with us. What's up, in a pinch? How you doing this morning? Good morning to you. What are your plans for the weekend one more time? Yard work, 21% of you, partying 11% of you, relaxing like the most of us, 36% of you, and other. Anything else this weekend, 32%. Stay tuned for all that, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you get your questions in here. Some of you had some yesterday. I think In a Pinch had one. Make sure you guys get them in this morning because I wasn't able to get them off the feed yesterday, just to be honest. All right, coming up this weekend, baseball news. The Sunbelt League's going to be in action tonight. 6:05, the Brookhaven Bucks take on the Cartersville Cannons. The Waleska Wild Things take on the Gainesville Gold Diggers. Atlanta takes on Atlanta tonight. And, of course, you got the Alpharetta Aviators taking on the Monsters of Chakalaka, 8:05 p.m. this evening. Check it out. That's coming up tonight and Saturday night as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And we'll keep you abreast of what's going on locally with sports in the Sunbelt League. Got a few more weeks left before they close out and the kids go back to college and high school in those games. It's nice here in Tennessee, says Tennessee Bruce. It's going to be in the 80s this weekend. Yes, but we got a little rain coming in. Is you guys sending your rain to us? That's what I want to know. Are you guys sending your rain to us? It's your fault. Yeah. Stay tuned. All right. I don't got anything else to say. Yeah. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Bolly. Hey, Daniel. I got a bunch of stuff to do this weekend. Thanks for letting us know. What are you doing In a Pinch? You going to Red Robin again and not inviting any of us? I know. All right, we're going to take a break. Back in a moment. More on the way as the RyanORadio Penitentiary cruise is on.
I just started setting up shop. Are you okay with me?
Yes.
Taking pictures and video?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
I don't want to break the camera, but.
I think you're pleasant on the eye.
Let's see, let me get some more. Yeah. Thank you, Bruce, for saying this is your favorite show. I appreciate it, brother. I really do. Set up over here. That's there. That's there. That's there. There we go. Oh, wait a minute.
By either Israel or Western allies with forces stationed in the region. Also at SRNnews.com, former President Trump accepts his party's presidential nomination at the Republican National Convention. The speech focused on uniting the nation just 5 days after an assassination attempt that could have ended his life. Former President Trump said that he feels lucky to be alive.
Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, you guys have a different way to get degrees, Bolly. Why not Fahrenheit? What's wrong with you? I'm just kidding. Celsius, come on. All right, guys. I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to let my guest introduce herself when she's ready. There she is, guys. Tell everybody who we have.
Hi there. Good morning, everyone, and especially here in Newton, Georgia. My name is Sha'ra Thomas. I'm a life coach, therapist, inspirational songstress. I like to say I'm the lifestyle consultant to an ultimately unique experience. And I'm all about helping people to live a happier, healthier, and more peaceful life.
There you go.
Tune in.
That's what we're going to have right at the top of the hour, guys. Get ready for that. And we're going to be playing one of her hit songs on the radio here this morning. So get ready for that as well. All right. And they're all saying hey and waving. Pepper, she says hello and throwing some hearts up to you. There she says, hey, Pepper. Pepper is from, I think, Virginia, right, Pepper? Yeah. Yeah, what part of Virginia? Again, I think Pepper's from Virginia. Daniel says the face matches the beautiful voice. She says she thanks you. Don't be a charmer now.
Already started.
Don't be doing that now, Daniel. You got to. You're all the way over there in Missouri, buddy. Volley is waving too. There you go. All right. All right, gentlemen. Remember, act like gentlemen. Pepper says, she is from a Southern Virginia town in a small town. What is that Southern Virginia town you're from, Pepper?
I think it was a small town called Charlottesville.
Charlottesville?
I wanted to see if maybe
She's originally from Charlottesville.
I'm not from there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I spent the whole summer there.
Oh, she spent a summer there. I'm sorry. I said she was. Warfield is where she's. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I said she was originally from there. I'm sorry. Martin says compliments. I'm from Georgia, said Agent 34. Good. What part of Georgia are you from, Agent 34? You're a brand new listener this morning. Randall said there hasn't been a gentleman in my family in 4 generations. Okay. Toothy. Z from England, she says, you're so pretty and kind. She's 15.
Oh,
Yes. We got a young, good morning, Z. Young lady.
actually, my first name starts with a Z. Sha'ra is my middle name that I know by.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We're connecting.
See, now you got a sister here, Z. Think about it. How perfect is to be on the show now? You got a connection. Pete, laugh out loud, Pete. What did Pete say was so funny? He never says anything funny. Let's see. I'm thinking. Hey, you guys are going too fast in the feed for him this morning. Never mind. That is awesome, Bruce, to hear. Let's see here. Good morning, Matthew. Yes. Yes. Well, that's how we pay the bills. Lots of commercial activity, Randall. In the pinch says, how some days just start out with a good vibe? Yes, I do. That's good to hear. Ryan, I said I'm keeping quiet. Oh, okay, you're keeping quiet. I don't know why you're keeping quiet. What did I say? Terry C. Good morning from North Dakota. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning. I'll be going live in a bit here on WQEE 99.1 FM. I'm not sure if you can call in. Can you call in?
Yeah, they can call in if they want to. 770.
So this is the number to call in if you have any questions, comments, feedback. That's Ryan O'Neal of WQEE 99.1 FM here in Noonan, Georgia, y'all.
Good morning, everyone.
So call in. You can call in at
770-347-9947.
Awesome. Of course, you know I'm going to be sharing all things health and wellness, mind, body, heart, and soul. So we'll see what Ryan asks me. If he keeps it in line or not, I'm open. I don't have to stay by a script because life is not scripted, right? How we work it.
Mm-hmm. I will stay on script until I start coming off of script.
There we go. And I'm okay with that.
No worries. Yes, she was once in radio, so she does have a great radio voice.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce from Tennessee says.
Shout out to Sean Garvey of Great Radio.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go on here, so let's get ready. Hello, how you doing there this morning? Yes, good morning, everyone. You guys continue to come on. If you got any questions for us, make sure you put them in the feed. Of course, you guys can call us at 770-347-9947 this morning.
Jackson Street, Suite A here in Noonan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to the former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Noonan.
How y'all feeling this morning?
Stay tuned, Martin. You will find. There we go. Welcome into the final period of play, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? What's going on? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If I don't see you again, a very good night. You're inside the RyanORadio Penitentiary in lockdown. We got you in lockdown. Stay tuned to all of our wonderful listeners out there. 78,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, Shout It Out Loud. Across the RyanORadio media page, Earth Rock Radio in New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, as well as 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key, home of Southern Sports, Inspirational Talk, and so much more. We are here with you on a TGIF. And yes, I am the man around here, as it would say. We've got a great guest coming up for you. Stay tuned. It's a Friday. We always have a wonderful Friday guest. And for you guys out there tuning in for the first time, hello to you. If this is your very first time experiencing being inside a penitentiary, don't be scared. Don't be scared. We don't hurt. We don't bite much here. Just a little bit. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. We'll get into our poll question here in just a few moments. But first, our guest this morning is a certified CNS MAC LPC, the life coach and inspirational songstress, as well as she is your consultant to an ultimate unique experience. She's a free spirit, sharing all of her gifts, talents with the world. Ultimately, she feels that her purpose is to be an example for living life to the fullest as she aspires to help others do the same. She has been granted the ability to assist others through the healing arts, specifically through the channels of coaching, consulting, energy therapy, fitness, and nutrition, and of course, music. We want to welcome our guest this morning, and I'm going to let her introduce herself. Who do I have with me? Well, make sure you get your microphone.
Get that mic, Sha'ra Thomas here. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, because I hear that we have listeners from all around the world.
We do.
I love it.
We do.
Yes.
We do. We definitely do. Well, let's get into this before we get into the questions this morning. Tell us a little bit about you.
A little bit about me.
Oh, what, is that going to take the whole hour up?
That's broad. I don't know, Ryan. I might go all over the place.
Okay. All right. Well, all right, guys, sit back. It's story time. Let's go ahead.
Exactly. A little bit about me is I'm a lover of life. I'm a believer in a higher power that is so much greater than us, but that is in us too. So I love people and I love helping others to be their ultimate selves.
Right.
Living up to their highest potential.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, before you get into this journey, you've had a journey in your life yourself, and I know you got a little radio background as well.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about how you got into radio before we get into what we're here to talk about this morning.
Sure. Radio, and actually Sean Garvey is with me right now.
Sean?
Yes, live.
Uh-oh.
Are you aware of Sean?
Yeah, troublemakers. Trouble. I'm just kidding.
Well, my journey of radio was my passion for more. I remember back in 2013, I was working as a coordinator and lead counselor for a nonprofit, and I was just tired.
Right.
I needed more, and I knew that there was something placed in my spirit that was to be giving to more than just the clients that I was dealing with, the mess I was dealing with, with that company that I was in. And so I just wanted to share. So I actually set out and I said, you know what? I don't know anything about radio. I don't know anything about broadcasting, but I'm just going to get a group of people that I know, interview them, and just start.
Right.
And after that, I actually attended I think it was something at the Georgia World no, it wasn't. It was actually the state capitol.
Okay.
And I met someone by the name of DJ Rollum.
Okay.
And DJ Rollum.
That's a DJ's name.
Yes, and we are still connected and friends to this day. And I'm thankful to be able to had met him because he introduced me to Sha'ra Garvey of Eat Break Radio, Reach One Communications, and he invited me on his show.
Okay.
And from there, we clicked, we connected, and he said, you know what, you want to be I think I was just like a correspondent.
Right.
And then he wanted more, and we talked about, well, let's be a co-host. And that's where things took off from there. And ever since then, I've just enjoyed being able to just share a message. That's really all it's been about. Share a message, give what's in my heart, and hopefully it impedes information, knowledge, or just awareness, or a laugh. Something
Right.
Some type of joy or understanding to someone else.
Definitely so. Well, let's get into it. Can you share your journey into mental health and wellness? Looks like we got a call. Hold on a second. Let's see. Let's see if we got a call here. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Well, I guess they want to hear more about what you have to say. All right. Let's share your journey in the field of mental health and wellness.
Yeah, sure. My journey on the field of mental health and wellness, I'll go all the way back because this journey has started since I was a small child.
Okay.
And I have to include my childhood, and I won't be long-winded. I'm not that type of person.
Shawnee is though. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with him because
you're getting some plugs here, Sean.
He's my buddy.
So we have to go back to when I was only 8 years old, and that's a significant time in my life because my brother, who was only 23, was suffering and then passed away from cancer. He actually had AIDS, and it was complications of cancer. And so at that point, when I was only 8, I just started to think about what's the purpose of this. Are we supposed to be here to just suffer and just die, and that's life?
Right.
So I went through a lot of emotions at that young age of 8, of being angry, at being, of course, sad, grief-stricken, and depressed too. And so it was at that point, I really think that was a very pivotal point that really set me off of knowing that there is more to life, and I wanted to help people to heal. I was really big on, as a little kid, that's not my place now, is we heal ourselves. It's gaining the tools. I'm only a facilitator of that process, but I wanted to heal people. I wanted people to be able to not suffer, to experience the joys of life. And that was really the starter for me of dealing with those intense emotions, understanding grief and the process of grief, which really affects a lot of people at some point in grief. Loss. And grief is not just losing a person, it's grief of a relationship. It's grief of a career that we may have been in for a very long time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And so I really, throughout the years, I've, in terms of, you said just my wellness journey period, I had my own health challenges. In terms of healing from early stages of cancer at a very young age. I was diagnosed at before I was even 21. And suffered from asthma, from hypothyroidism to Crohn's disease. But I can say that I took that path of holistic approach, and not a traditional way in terms of prescription medicine. I wanted to really understand the body and how the body can heal. And so that really connected my mental health, because I had to be in a mind state to understand that I don't want to suffer, that I'm not going to allow myself to just endure these pains and experience this in my body. Something is not right in me, and I've got to create some balance. So that is when I really connected in terms of more alternative healing modalities. And along the way, of course, in terms of, I was pre-med, of course, at first, but switched into psychology after I had actually was talking about Charlottesville, Virginia.
Right.
Where I did my medicine internship.
Okay.
Once I saw a cadaver, I said, no. I don't think this is for me. I don't want to see people dying.
Right,
I don't
right.
want to have to lose my patients.
Right.
So I quickly changed my major to psychology.
Okay.
At that point. And that put me on the path of addressing the root cause. Mindset is in a place of balance,
Right.
and health, then we can heal all other parts when we're aligned.
Wow. Guys, have any questions, put them in the feed here or call us at 770-347-9947. We're going to continue this wonderful conversation. And with that, I can go by what we were talking about here just a few minutes ago, about what you were talking about. This is kind of what inspired you in a way to become a licensed mental health therapist. Other than that, what else inspired you to do so? Other than, I don't want to see that the dead body. I know you what you called it. You used the proper terminology, but for my listeners, dead body.
Dead body. It's a dead body. What else inspired me in terms of actually being a therapist? At that point, of course, I was in college. I just knew I didn't want to do traditional medicine.
Right.
You're right. Exactly. And it wasn't decided that, yes, in terms of now I've changed my major over to psychology.
Right.
Will I be a therapist per se? I was still on a journey of what do I want? Which
Right.
is normal,
Right.
around that time in our life.
Right.
What is for me? What truly is the path that I need to take? And what mainly inspired me in terms of just the field of psychology and mental health was the understanding of the workings of the mind. I always have been curious. I always had a desire to know.
Right.
I've always had a desire to solve people's problems. I'm the youngest of 9. But,
Oh, wow.
Always, helping my other siblings with what they might need help with. So that's always been innate in me.
Right.
So I think it came to me, but it was just the process of legality wise and just what's the natural path, because I was already headed in that direction.
Right. Well, sounds good. You mentioned earlier when you were talking about the importance of holistic healing. Can you explain what this means to you and how you incorporate it in your practice?
Sure. So holistic healing, what it means to me, a part of that I talked about is that I am very big on healing the whole self.
Okay.
And this is beyond, because I'm not a religious person. I want to make that connection of difference from spirituality versus religion, because this can apply to anyone who is a Christian, a Buddhist,
Right.
A Muslim. Spirit is connecting to something that gives us meaning and purpose.
Right.
And that meaning and purpose may be very different from myself,
Right.
Ryan,
Right.
from anyone else. But it keeps us in alignment that we are doing right by our own principles of our lives and not causing harm to others either.
Right.
And so I'm very big on that. So just the sense of it being holistic is helping people. First, it was myself, being able to be in a place of harmony, of balance. Because as I said, from a very young age, I had ailments. I had the asthma as young as I can remember.
Right.
And it just kind of toppled through the years. There were more ailments. And when we're physically ill, normally what? We don't feel
Right.
good.
Right.
We don't feel good. And so being able to change how we think about our situation, perspective, perception, can also help how we feel. And also that helps the healing process, because we put ourselves in an environment that is more healthy versus I'm looking at it in a negative way. So how I take that, or how I bring that into the therapeutic space, is I'm very conscious and aware of who I'm dealing with as a client.
Okay.
So I keep it in terms of their preference. insurance.
Okay.
Okay, and so the way I would bring it in, if a client that comes to me and has a health condition and they tell me, you know, I really want to get off of this medication. I'm tired of being on medication and it just affects me. I'm depressed every day. I can't work anymore.
Yes.
Then that shows me, are you open?
Right.
Are you receptive to an alternative?
Right.
And when they say yes, that means that I have the right. I'm not causing harm. I'm not pushing anything of what my own philosophies are.
Right.
They're receptive to it.
Right.
And that's how we would bring it in and start discussing about nutrition.
Okay.
We will set up a meal plan in addition to, we are discussing how to be able to change their thought process. We call it cognitions, our thought process.
Okay.
And so they can be able to reframe their perspective and that there is more balance in their thinking. I would say this, I'm not big on positivity.
Okay.
People might think so. I will say that because
Why?
Life is not always positive.
Right. Well, that's true.
We live in a duality. We live in a dual nature world. There will
Right.
always be negative. There will be positive.
Right.
What we want is the middle. We
Okay.
want neutral.
Okay.
We
I
want
like
neutral because when we're neutral, I can be okay with the highs and positives,
Mm-hmm.
and I can bear the lows.
Okay.
But if I'm always staying in this positive place, and then I get a negative, what happens?
Yeah,
Right
you
here,
go.
like-
Yeah, you
like
go
that,
all the way
like,
down.
all the way down.
Yeah, you drop.
Right. So we want that neutrality, and so that's big in terms of how I assist my clients in terms of their mindset and being able to reframe their thought process.
Okay, well, I want to get into the nutrition and all the other stuff because not only when you are physically sick, it can cause mental sickness. It can cause the food that you eat can cause sickness.
Yes.
So I like that you're saying you come up with a game plan for nutrition. Is this a different game plan for everyone different? Is it, or do you have a certain game plan that's like, all right, you do need to eat more apples than you need to eat cherry pies? You know?
That is true, Ryan. That's for everybody, right?
That's right. But I love those cherry pies, though.
Me too. I like cherry pies too. Very good question in terms of it being an action plan. I call it it's a treatment plan. It's how we're going to treat your whole self, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, financial. We're looking at all parts of the person.
Okay.
Because they all affect us.
Yes.
And so, like you said, in terms of us looking at, say, a client of mine that may come in and wants to get off of that medication, but they came in and addressing, I'm just depressed, but then they said, I want to get off the medication too. What I do is create a wellness plan according to what their needs are. Now, I am not a prescriber.
Right.
So I do advise them to meet with their primary care.
Right.
So that they're all up to date in terms of whether it is their levels of minerals, nutrition, their minerals, vitamins, that there aren't any deficiencies.
Right.
We got to be aware of what that is. So on the physiological side, that's handled. Then I create according to, oh yeah, you are low in iron, or your thyroid is off. Then we can individualize it according to what their body is needing, and what they're eating.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Sounds good. So we got the nutrition plan down. We've got trying to get off of these medications that are not making us feel well, even though they say they're making us feel well, and we're moving on. Here's another thing that a lot of us are really not, it's kind of a dirty word to a lot of us as we get older, and that's exercising. Exactly. Ooh, exercising. That's a 4-letter word, even though it's not.
For some, yes. Many.
Yes. So how do you incorporate that? How do you work with someone with that as well?
Oh, I'm so glad that you asked that, because they go hand in hand. If we have to incorporate the nutrition and we're looking at our physical health, then exercise is so essential. And just as you said, it's like a 4-letter word, all right?
Yes.
So we have to create that reframe in the mind, because it can be a block for people where it's like, I don't want to know, I'm not exercising. I help them to see what's the benefit of it and what's the consequences if you stay in the lifestyle that you're in.
Right.
And so also the big reframe is move.
Right.
Let's throw the word exercise out.
Okay,
Let's
good.
just move.
Oh, I like
Do you
that.
like to dance?
I like that.
Okay. Do you like to get outside in nature?
Yes, everybody's yes. Sounds good. I love it. I'm already that word is gone. Yes.
Come on, throw it out. Throw it out. It's in the trash. So what that does is it helps to release a level of resistance on exercising, and we're just learning that this body needs to move to be healthy.
Right.
We've got to be in. I'm creating this state. I'm
Right.
creating this environment. So I do bring in balance. So I do bring in harmony. So I do feel good.
Right.
I don't know of any one person. I don't care who you are, what race you are, ethnicity.
Right.
We want to feel good.
Exactly.
Are we right? We want to
Amen.
feel good. That's just human nature.
Right.
So we just look at it from that perspective of, okay, yes, I do need to move, and we're gonna put in something that makes sense for that individual to
Okay.
put in their lifestyle.
All right. Well, we're going to continue talking about moving, guys, not the other word. After we get back from this short break, stay with us. More on the way as the RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on, and we got a song coming up a little later on. It's another part of what she does. Oh, everything. Guys, if you got questions, please send them to us here, 770-347-9947, or throw it in the email there, or throw it in the chat up here in the chat. Let us know. We'll be back in a moment. You're tuned in to RyanORadio Penitentiary. Stay right there.
Hey, y'all. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to cut off. I hope you all enjoyed it so far. I'm going to send it over to Ryan O'Neal because you can call in as well. So I'm going to have him give the number really quickly. Questions, comments, we're open to it.
Yes, guys, please call in at 770-347-9947 if you want to get advice. And if you got a good question. Or even if you don't have a good question, you can make a question of it.
Or you just want to say, good job, Ryan O'Neal, for being on the air, and we appreciate you. That's good too. All right. You all take care. Have a beautiful rest of your day.
We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs. www.insurewithellsworth.com.
You guys have any? I know you got some. Pepper says she wants to dance.
There we go, Pepper. Get out there and dance, Pepper.
She says she's got to start doing it. She says at least 3 days a week.
Yeah. Pepper, I encourage just do it. When we try to say 3 days, usually it's less than that. But when we say, okay, I'm going to do it every day, we normally exceed 3 days.
Right.
So just say, you know what, I'm going to take 10 minutes out of the day and just dance. Nobody sees me. I'm going to turn on my favorite song. What's your favorite song, Pepper?
Yeah, what's your favorite song, Pepper? So, all right, Pepper, come on. You're having to think, huh?
It's okay, whatever it is, but you put on that playlist and just go at it. Go at it.
And you'll feel young too. You'll remember when you were young.
Oh, yes.
And then you're like, but then that afternoon you start thinking, you know what? I got to do this more often because
Yeah, exactly. Then you start to think, man, when was the last time I did it?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully those good memories come back too.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys keep going up. Oh, we're coming back. Oh, okay, Pepper. Try to be hip, huh? Mary J. Blige.
Oh, Pepper. Pepper, are you looking into my background?
That's what she's probably doing. Trying to be hip on us, huh, Pepper? Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary, guys. We appreciate you being with us this morning. We are talking all things that are positive and inspirational, and talking about licensed mental health therapy and everything. This has been a great conversation so far. And before the break, we talked about move, or the dirty word, as we would call it, exercise. Now, do you're encouraging people to dance, and then of course Pepper's in here wanting to dance to some Mary J. Blige. So I mean, do you offer any kind of those services? Do you know anyone like Zumba or anything to that sort?
I actually am a licensed Zumba instructor.
I knew it.
Yeah.
A woman of all talents.
Yes, I am. And currently it's virtually, actually I'm going to be offering it at least once a month as part of my give back through the nonprofit Hollis House.
Okay.
And hopefully build up from there. So back in the community, as well it is virtual too. Okay.
Well, Pepper, now you know you're going to have to get involved with that virtually. So maybe you can send over a set list of songs for her.
Here we go. Yeah, I'll incorporate it, Pepper.
There you go. All right. Well, let's get back to talking more about your business and everything, and some of your clients. So let's talk a little bit about some of the challenges some of your clients may face.
Sure. Some of the challenges that my clients may face it's broad. Of course, that's why we said in terms of I'm very big on a holistic approach. So a client may come to me from dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder,
right,
to where they just want business coaching, from where they are looking at problems with their marriage or their relationship.
Okay.
And they need counseling in that way. So I handle a very diverse level of what someone might be going through in terms of their challenges on a mental level, on a relationship, and yes, on their business as well.
Well, it seems like mental health as well as physical health and everything ties into all aspects of our lives in some way.
Right.
And with that, and I know you do life coaching as well. So we're just getting into all kinds of things. Say somebody comes to you and they're like, look, I really want to do this really bad. There's this career path I want to go, but I just don't know if it's going to be making me, say, the right amount of money to provide for my family.
Right.
How do you talk to someone like that that's like, they're good at something, that's their calling really, but it's just not paying off for them in the beginning?
That's a very good one, because many times we may at some point in our lives go through that yes, I'm good at something, I know it's not paying me, or I'm passionate about it, but this is not where it's at financially. I need to pay my bills.
Right.
And so how do we bring that into balance? And normally I take a perspective of returning back to values.
Okay.
But also being realistic in terms of releasing any unrealistic, what we call biased expectations, that I'm expecting this certain thing to happen, versus what do you want, what's important to you, that's the value part, and then we need to create a realistic plan of how do we get there, because I'm very big of being able to help my clients to help themselves.
Right.
What do I mean by that? In terms of advice, I like to ensure that I'm reflecting on what matters to you. Yes, there are therapeutic approaches I can give you.
Right.
Yes, there are techniques I can give you.
Right.
And skills that we can build on and I teach you. But there has to be a basis of what matters to you, because then it keeps them in the driver's seat
of
it. But normally there's a lot of what we call probing and exploring to get there.
Well.
Yes.
Well, and I know that with all of this, There's other things, and we were talking about the move. We're going to keep it movement. Let's go keep it movement. You also got a little background in yoga and some other things as well. So, how do some of these practices influence your counseling and coaching methods, yoga and other methods out there?
That's a definitely good one. Yoga in itself means connection of mind,
Right.
mind to the higher consciousness, basically, being connected in mind and body and soul. So in how I incorporate that is, even for a few of my clients, we may do them together. We may do some yoga practices during their session, connected with especially those who may be suffering from anxiety, more of relaxation techniques to help them. And there's so many in terms of, it's called psychosomatic.
Okay.
The psyche meaning the mind, somatic meaning the body, and that really what yoga is. It connects it together. So being able to provide specific poses that go along with what we're working on in terms of, I'm stressed, I don't know how to relieve my stress, I'm anxious all the time, I've had a panic attack. You know, how can we ensure that the body is relaxed,
right,
as well as the mind?
Right.
And that's kind of an example in terms of maybe using yoga poses during the therapeutic process.
Awesome. Let me see if somebody's calling in. I got a question from Pepper. Let's see who's on the phone. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Yes. Hello.
Hi, good morning. My name is Eric. How are you doing today?
Well, Eric, I know you wanted to sell me something.
we heard it already.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's see. Good morning. Is this someone else on that wants to be on the air? Good morning. Guess they just wanted to sell something. Well, hear from our Pepper, our friend. She said, I do have a question. My brother just turned 70. He complains about his neck at times, but lately he says his knee is bothering him. He's getting older, but he also just lost his wife, who he lost her recently. So what is your advice?
So we have first, I have to put a disclaimer out there.
Okay.
Because I am a professional, and so
right.
In terms of, it doesn't create a client to
right.
provider relationship by just me providing information to you. But what I hear is he's having some physical pain that's residing in his neck and also in his knee. But he also, on an emotional and mental level, he's lost a loved one of his.
Right.
His wife.
Correct.
Okay. And so in terms of how that would be addressed in terms of helping him to better navigate his experience, there would be an assessment process to that. And what I would be assessing is in terms of first his physical. We'll start with physical since you mentioned it first, and then we'll go into the grief.
Okay.
The physical is how long has it been happening?
Right.
Is this a chronic condition, or has it just been recently since the loss of his wife? And normally through the assessment process is where I look at multiple dynamics of a person. It's called biopsychosocial, the biology of the body. Psychological, meaning the mental, the mind. Are we dealing with any type of conditions that might be of a mental disorder, or is it adjustment? And normally when we're grieving, it's adjustment. At some point, we're going to feel pains in the body, because in terms of depression, there are those levels of it manifests physically in the body too. And the body can start to feel more heavy. But we don't want to just put it on just one area. So how I would definitely assess that is ensuring that I better understand where he is in his grief process. In terms of his emotional experience that he's going through, and what he would like addressed. Does he want, more intervention when it comes to his physical pain? Does he want to just focus on, because he may be okay with dealing with his current position? That's
Right.
okay.
That's right.
That's totally
Okay.
Okay. Because as I said, I am not a prescriber. I only take a holistic approach to it.
Right.
And I diagnose on the side of mental, emotional, behavioral, and we address the nutrition because I'm certified. Those are what my scope of practice is.
Right.
In that area. And of course, fitness certified in that as well.
Right.
So I hone into that and I would refer out
Right.
of anything that's out of my scope
Okay.
to assist someone.
That was a lot of help, as she said. Henry Charles from Switzerland, I call him Sir Henry, has a very difficult question for you.
Okay.
What's your favorite memory from childhood?
Thank you, Henry Charles.
Henry Charles from Switzerland.
Henry, yes, my favorite. Oh, I have so many memories from childhood. Oh my gosh, my favorite. That is a hard one. When you just gotta name one.
Yes.
Pinpoint one. My favorite one. I'm just gonna go with the first memory that pops up is when my brothers and sisters we had a dance off.
Uh-oh.
So I said that I'm the youngest of 9.
Right.
And so we would have talent shows.
Okay.
In our house, where we just get up, we dance, we sing, we joke. Because I have a brother that, he's a comedian, okay?
Okay.
So all of those talents under one roof, can you imagine?
Yes.
That really stands out to me of us doing that. And my brother fell and busted his butt. And so that was funny.
Now, is that what made him the comedian, or was that made him the comedian was falling, or was he funny before he fell?
He was funny before he fell, but see, he tried to dance. He tried to step out of his scope.
Oh, okay.
He should have stayed in his lane.
Yeah.
Of just telling the joke.
Your lane is being the funny guy.
There you go.
You cannot dance. You got 2 left feet.
So thank you, Henry Charles.
Henry Charles,
Henry
yeah.
Charles.
Yes, indeed. All the way from Switzerland this morning. Henry says, that sounds interesting. Guys, got any more questions? Let us know as we get ready to conclude here. But as we get ready we're going to go into the music portion of the show. And, I want to learn a little bit about that part because you got all this other going on. You're in the middle of, doing all this from being a licensed medical health therapist to yoga to Zumba to everything. How does music fit in with this? Yeah, how does it fit in?
It has to fit in.
You heard that? She just told me.
I say that because oftentimes we, especially when it comes to the world of social media,
right,
we can be placed in a box. And ensuring that we have that outlet that is just for us, something to where we just do because it's fun, because it keeps us lively,
right,
is essential. So how music comes in is, I knew music before I knew I was going to be a helper.
Right. Music was your helper.
There you go. I love that, right? Exactly. It definitely was. Music was my helper. So music has been a part of my life since I was little itty bitty. My mom always tells me a story, and my brother, my oldest brother, of when I was little, he used to rock me to all types of music.
Okay.
And how I would just move around. And so when I was 3, I actually learned my mom's, I don't remember it now, but I learned my mom, she graduated from nursing school.
Okay.
And everybody told me, my dad was like, you cannot sing the song. It's for just the graduates. But I just remember that I got up and I sung and people were looking at me because it was just something that I loved to do.
Right.
Just in my heart.
Right.
So music has always been before I knew anything else. And I see music as being universal.
Okay.
That it's also a healing art.
Yes.
When we hear a certain song, it can put us in that emotion.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
When we listen to rock music, it's hype. It's a
Yes.
high end.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But when we listen to maybe a ballad,
Right.
it may put us in more of a calm
Right.
mode. So the different types of music can affect us.
Right.
It can affect us negatively and positively.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So that is why.
Ah.
Music is a has to in my life.
Well, that being said, I know that you perform as well, and you have a song out. We're going to play the song here in just a few moments, but having it being a part of your life, how did you just get into this music business? Is it just, you just like, I love singing, so I'm going to do it? You just went out and did it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? You're like, I don't care what anybody else is doing. I'm just going to do it.
You are so
Okay.
correct. It built over, I will say it built over the years.
Okay.
I actually was I went through a stage where, of course, I was very confident. And then I went through another stage where I was not confident at all.
Right, right.
And in that stage, I was in groups. So during, my teenage years, I was in different groups, and it helped me to get out there, but I didn't have to be the main lead. I might sing a song.
Right.
I didn't have to have the spotlight fall on me.
Right.
And then at the age of 19, I was given the opportunity actually to be signed with a famous record company.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Mom and Dad, but hey, that's the path I was supposed to take anyway. But my parents, it was with Arista Records, but my parents were against it. And they said, you will be a doctor and you will go to college. And I said, okay.
Well, they were sort of right.
They were sort of right.
Mom and Dad are always sort of right. I mean.
Sort of right. And speaking of, so, it was building, and literally I listened to them, and I did not sign because I was under 21 and I didn't need their approval.
Right.
So I did, of course, my part, that we talked about that part. So I did, of course, go to college. But the singing didn't stop. Right. So I ensured that I was still active in it to where, I was in a group, maybe a year here or two. I didn't, but I was always creating my own music.
Right.
I was a writer.
Right.
From as young as 7, I've written songs in different genres.
Right.
That because it just came from what's in me. How am I feeling? Some were therapeutic for me. Some were just happy songs. Some were angry songs. It just depends on what was I inspired by.
So did you write any Taylor Swift type songs against men? Never mind. Just kidding.
Maybe you'll hear one too.
Taylor Swift inspired type songs, because that's what a lot of her songs are like. So. But anyway, yes.
Mm-hmm. So actually, through the years, I did bands. So I've traveled around the country. Mainly the East Coast. So I'm not going to exaggerate, but it was on the East Coast of different states in a band. And that fulfilled me in terms of being able to sing, being a part of that environment. But again, my music, what am I doing with my own independent original music? So I did go on to publish my own. But I took it down.
Oh, why?
Well, this is the thing about our health is we do need support too.
Right.
And when you don't have a team of people that are also behind you, it takes a toll to try to have career, family, and music is a full time.
Right.
That's why people will just be homeless to get that.
Oh, I know.
Yes. They really, because it takes a lot of time, effort, energy, and focus.
Yes, and the ones that do make it, they don't really have a life. Look at what happened with Whitney Houston. So
exactly. So I knew that because I didn't have that level of support financially, I wasn't able to do it just where it's all on me. I took it down and I said, you know what? I lived. I focused on my other career,
Right.
which is in terms of being a life coach, a therapist, and just an entrepreneur. And so I've come back to it. I always come back to it.
Right.
As I said, it's a have to.
Right.
For me, it gives me my balance of. I don't want to get too technical, but we have, our left and right brain, and there's a part of our brain that feeds our creativity. There's a part of our brain that feeds more of our analytical and our logical side.
Right.
We need to feed both.
Right.
We need to feed both.
Okay.
So that part of the creativity it comes from music, it comes from writing, it comes from dancing.
Okay.
And that analytical, we know, of course, is when I put on my hat of being a helper, and the mental health and the coaching aspect, where I'm in my analytical and logical, but sometimes I bring a little bit creativity in there too. So that left and right brain balance, wholeness. So right where I am now is releasing independent music.
There you go. All right. Well, we've got a song here. Tell me about it.
Yes.
And we're going to play it.
Awesome. So the song is available on all major markets. And it's called I Love You Now.
All right.
Yes.
Here we
So take a listen.
So many times I can't see it when I look into your eyes. A feeling that won't go away. I will feel this way for you until my dying day. So look to my eyes and tell me what you see, love, materialize. Take my hand, hold towards place. I'm calling happiness I have, but please stay. Come here now, I love you now. You hear me now and here's your crown. I need you so, you gotta know. Come here now, I love you now. I need you each that place. That's heaven now. You will never feel depression, no more feeling down. Come with me, wipe your tears away. Heart, everything will soon fade away. This may be hard for you to believe. My eyes will tell you lies I'm not here to deceive. Close your eyes and focus on your centerpiece. Your true reality will soon be released. Come here now, I love you now. You hear me now and here's your crown. I need you so, you gotta know. Come here now, I love you now. Your reality starts to change. You wonder what happened. Everything will be so strange. This may be too good to be true, but it is not. That's why I'm here to tell you. You want to know how I know what I know? This is our destiny, boy. Just take it slow. I'm right beside you, and I want you to achieve. But it can't happen if you do not believe. Come here now, I love you now. You hear me loud and here's your crown. I need you so, you gotta know. Come here now, I love you now. Come here now, I love you now. You're heaven bound. Here's your crown, I love you so. You got to know. Come here now, I love you so. You're heaven bound. Come here now, I love you so. You got to know.
That's amazing right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is a wow from the audience on the YouTube page and all over. You guys didn't think I'd have somebody that talented on the station, did you?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. It was it was an awesome song. And to me, it's got that, it had a little bit of a poppy R&B feel with a little salsa in there.
There you go. Exactly.
That's what I was feeling.
Yes, that's what I was feeling when I made it. World music.
There you world music. I loved it. Ready to go with who was the Miami Sound Machine. You're going to open up for them.
Oh, put it out there, Ryan O'Neal. I love it.
All right. Everybody's throwing up love. They say love the song. It was great and everything. All right, guys. We'll try to, we got to get her back on the show sometime soon. Tell everybody how they can follow you, all that good stuff, and all your social media, all that stuff.
Sure. So you all can follow me. I'm on social media at I am Sha'ra Thomas. IAMSHARIA Thomas THOMAS. My name is spelled SHA' RIA Thomas. If you on the side in terms of the health and wellness, you can reach me at info@shariathomas.com. My website is shariathomas.com.
Well, Sha'ra, it's been a pleasure having you this morning, and we're going to have to get you back on soon because a lot more questions coming in that we're not going to have time for. And make sure you guys follow, like, and subscribe, and definitely. And one more time, that was a great song.
Thank you.
Yes, loved it.
You all can send those comments and questions over to my page. We'll get them answered.
There you go. Yeah. Do that. Send them over to her. All right, guys, we're going to get ready to take a break, come back and close out the show right after this.
Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
Sean Garvey. He texted me.
Yeah, he come up and visited